What if you could step back in time and escape the modern day hustle and bustle to a cozy Victorian Christmas? That's exactly what we're going to do today at Crossroads Village for its festive Home for the Holidays experience, hosted by the Historical Society. Picture crackling fires, homemade decorations, and timeless holiday magic. Our journey begins with the St. Lucia celebration, a Scandinavian tradition full of warmth and light. The eldest daughter dresses in white, wears a candle crown, and shares coffee and saffron bread with family and friends. It's a beautiful moment that fills the air with holiday spirit. Next, we'll move to St. Peter's Church, the oldest Catholic church in the area, built in 1839. It's all dressed up for the holidays, and it's the perfect mix of festive and cozy to kick things off. Next, we'll move to some Victorian shopping. Picture old-fashioned shops filled with handmade treasures. Just the kind of thoughtful gifts you'd expect from a time when everything was made with love and care.
Which is now the town of Summit in Waukesha County. They're showing it in 1880 when it was for a newlywed couple with a newborn son, and they would have resided upstairs.
So you get your horse.
Yeah.
So when you're done
You let it die down. Yep.
Do you? Yeah. You're well stocked.
No.
Okay. All right. She's ready. We're going. We're going.
Thank you.
Next, we're celebrating a Yankee Christmas morning. Think old-fashioned cheer, with traditions that bring the season to life. Here we visit a Victorian-era home preparing for a Christmas dinner celebration. Plans include a cobweb party where guests must follow colored strings wound through the home to find a small gift or the name of the person who will be their dinner companion.
Am I smelling bratwurst or sausage? Yeah. Yeah. It's beautiful. Cobweb Party is a Victorian parlor game that leads guests through an intricate web of string. Each guest follows a strand to find a small gift or perhaps to the name of their dinner companion. Can you follow a strand from beginning to end without getting caught in the cobweb? This tiny room. My goodness. You put your clothes.
Here we see a number of sweets left out for guests, typical of the time, including sugar plums, which have nothing to do with plums but are usually some kind of fruit encased with sugar multiple times.
Are there? I'm running out of room to store all these recipes. This food smells really good. Oh, we can try these? Yeah. Okay. We're gonna try some blood pudding samples. What do you think, Jerome?
They're good.
Eat it, yeah? Eat it.
You already got one.
Oh, what's it taste like?
Well, you can taste the plum.
Yeah.
It tastes like fruitcake.
It's definitely plum. Yeah, light brush. Yeah, sugar, raisins, prunes, walnuts, baking powder, cinnamon, nutmeg, cloves, salt. Yeah, that's kind of all the stuff that you taste. Yeah. Tastes like plum. Brown sugar.
Then we step into Yankee New Year's Day, where the celebrations continue with a mix of reflection and hope for the year ahead. It's a time for family, friends, and fun traditions that have stood the test of time.
Here, which would be a day focused on visitors and visiting your neighbors. So it might be families going around visiting, but often it was the eligible young men in the neighborhood who were visiting potential
So that's like a drink, right?
Yes.
So we have lots of foods that are out that are more like hors d'oeuvres or snacks because you have people coming throughout the day. So you're not necessarily having a formal meal, but
The way I like it. Yeah.
yeah,
That's how I like it.
I agree.
These are all my favorite spices right there.
This one came from Fort Atkinson. It's not that far. No, it's one of our closer ones. Yeah, so a lot of those, just like now, a lot of our holiday recipes have ingredients we don't use the rest of the year. Coconut, oysters, clams, and my fritters, those would all be things that wouldn't necessarily be something that you use year round. Will that be something you are? So you're welcome as a visitor to sign. Oh, to sign the autograph book. That is.
Preparations are underway to ring in the new year in grand style, including a lavish display of traditional food and drink. Learn about long-forgotten customs such as collecting signatures and autograph books and the secret language of fans used to skirt the strict social rules of the day.
Okay, this is the third door to go outside.
Yes, right here.
And then there's another one there, and the one over here.
There are a lot of doors, yeah. Oh, sure. So they, cross ventilation. Well, they were shorter. They were smaller back in the day. We would all be the size of men. They would. Yeah. Because it's like.
Yeah, my brother has one too.
Yeah, the guys got very creative with that.
For a bit of hands-on fun, we're now heading over to the holiday craft tent. It's a perfect way to embrace the holiday spirit with a little creativity.
Yeah. I've got some here. What did what say?
Over at the blacksmith shop, it's all about winter work. The forge is fired up, and you can watch as the blacksmiths craft everything from tools to festive decorations, all while keeping the warmth of tradition alive.
Oh, she's just... Touch it.
As the night winds down, we honor the last night of Hanukkah, a time for lighting candles, sharing stories, and celebrating with family. It's a peaceful and joyful way to end our holiday journey.
Don't go out. Sure.
But not before we wrap things up with a cozy Irish Christmas Eve. This humble home welcomes you to its cozy environment with candlelit windows, a treasured nativity scene, and preparations for a simple meal before a traditional Catholic midnight mass.
And so when we cook on our stoves at home, sometimes only the top gets hungry. My stove, it's not just the top, it's the whole thing. Because that cast iron really moves that heat really, really well. And I have a fire in my stove. A really big fire in my stove. So when I cook on my stove, I have to control the temperature with my fire. So this is high, really hot, medium, low, and warm. So even this part gets a little hot. It's not too hot, not as hot over here as over here, but this will get warm. All the way down to the feet, which is why the middle feet's on. It also helps support the stove. It's pretty heavy. But when I'm cooking on my stove, you might have seen I've got my pot down over here now. It was over here, it was boiling. So I moved it down over there. And what I'm cooking down here is creamed cod. So you smell that smell in the air. It smells maybe a little fishy. It's creamed cod and onions, milk, butter, flour. And then behind you on the table is potatoes. So creamed cod and potatoes.
Thank you for joining us today, and Yuletide greetings to you all.